Okay, so we're back, and I was having a little trouble soldering the wires to the little pieces that went here and here, basically these here. I don't know if it's the flux I have or if maybe it's this metal, so I'm going to have to find another way around that or get some different flux. But what I did do off camera, I didn't mean to do this before I show you. I was on hold and I grabbed a little sanding block to start sanding on this, and I sanded quite a bit. But I got the corrosion all off of this part. Let's see if I can get this into focus here. You can see there's still a lot around in here, all the way across where the power switch is here, all down in through here down to here, and there's some here. I started working on it over here. Some of these solder points I'm going to have to take the solder off to get to it. But I think I'm about halfway done getting this off of here, so I'm going to continue to do that. And then let me see if I'm zoomed in or not. My workstation over here also has a power supply, power supply on it, where you can supply up to 15 volts to a circuit. So this has 4 C batteries, which are like 1.5 volts a piece. So I'm going to put that on 6 volts once I get these little solder points cleaned up. And then I'm going to try to just go ahead and put the 6 volts straight to the board, and then we'll see if we got anything. Hopefully we can get that done in this video. I'm going to try to keep these about 15 minutes. But stick around and see how we go.
I'm Walter Day, the father of esports, and you're watching Matty Mo's Arcade.
And you know how long it's been since I played Whac-A-Mole?
I'm getting ready to attack, fanny pack attached. Tokens are all stacked, got the mallet in my grasp, waiting for the moles, hiding in their holes. Score, we're keeping tally, I'll be playing till they close now. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. Can't nobody beat my high score. You can't beat my high score. I'm a mallet master, a single-fisted blaster. You can ask my baby, it starts slow then gets faster. I'm a record setter.
Okay, I pretty much got it sanded down here. Make sure I got it on camera right. Okay, so most of the corrosion was right in here, and then right here and right here were the 2 power wires coming from the battery. So most of this area was really heavily damaged. I only lost 1 trace, and that was right here. See where that kind of line starts fading and it came to this solder point here, which I've added solder there, and I've added solder right here. You can see it's a little shinier than the rest. Can't get it to focus. How about now, sucker? There we go. See that shiny spot? Added it there. And I have a jumper wire made up. Won't focus on that either. Come on, sucker. What's going on? Let me try this. There we go. So I got my solder station set up over here. Soldering iron's ready to go. Have the desoldering iron if I need it. I don't think that I will, but I'm going to go ahead and solder this jumper wire on because I know for a fact it will not work with that trace missing. Well, it may work, but something's not going to happen right. It needs it for something. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this on camera. I have a little bit more wire than I should, but I want to move it out of the way after I get done here and hot glue it kind of in an L shape like this so that I can still work over here later. And let's see if I got, okay, I'm on camera. As long as my fat hands don't get in the way. This thing's stuck to the board. Okay, and we're right here in the middle of a bunch of pins. Come on, give me the wire. I didn't tune this one as well. I don't like that as much. lower and not on the trace. Okay, that should get that. Okay, now I want to use the power supply part of my workstation to simulate the batteries. So I'm going to turn soldering iron off. I am in, let's see, output, turn this on, I'm at 6 volts. This thing's pretty accurate, so. And here's the problem. I'm going to have to move a little closer to the workstation. This is going to be tough for me to get these leads on the right thing and show you at the same time, but we're going to try. I may not know that it even works. Okay, so now that I have this all sanded off, I don't have it protected really. Try to use 2 fingers to pinch it in. Nothing should be happening yet, so you're not missing anything. I'm just going to try to at least get 1 pin on here, or 1 lead. Oh, I don't know if anything happened, but I got close. Might have to solder something to put a test point on. Nothing. I might need to reflow that solder too. I don't know that it's good enough for anything. Nothing. It's possible that I missed another trace too that I didn't see. I'm not seeing anything there. Let me just make sure that my workstation is actually putting out 6 volts. That would be good to know too. Okay, we got set up to 20. I need one that'll stand up. Well, that doesn't help at all. Alright, well, we can kind of see it. It gets warm in here quick without the fan on. Okay, red, black, black. 5.9906. So it's pretty close. It's pretty accurate, I'd say. I didn't think couldn't think of anything offhand that I was going to be using the power supply part of this workstation for, but I've already used it in like a 3rd day. Okay, so let's try this again. Actually, I'm going to take a break here, turn the fan on and cool off for a second. Probably get rid of that Whac-A-Mole. I don't think I need it on. And I'm just going to check over the board again and make sure that there's not anything that I missed. And then, actually, I will leave the Whac-A-Mole on because I'm going to take the old solder off that has the corrosion on it, or did. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it off, clean it, and then reflow it. And then we'll try this again. Hopefully we can see some action. Okay, we're back pretty quick. Just noticed that I'm not on 6 volts all the way. That wasn't the problem, but I will show you the problem. It was very simple. This is in the on position. I had the game in the off position. So it's kind of hard to see something happen on the screen when you don't have the power turned on. So let's turn the power on. We have 6 volts coming from the power supply. I know which one's black and which one's red. And I'll show you that too. I cleaned up these holes. Man, it just will not focus for me today. There we go. So this the one on the top here is the ground, and this one over here is going to be the power. And I guess it's 6 volts is what it takes to get it going. So let's see if we get something. Okay, this is gonna be fun. All right, so we can't hold it and show it for very long. Okay, so we got some action, not much. Let me try to hit the joystick and see if we can get anything to happen. This is going to be really hard to do. I knew once we got here I was going to have trouble. Okay. So it does some stuff. It changes screens when I move it around. So we don't have a game. We might have some weird sounds. We definitely have to hook the speakers up still. Replace those wires. I have the corrosion off of the little tabs for the battery on this guy. And then I'm actually going to take this off of here next and start looking at components that are on the board. There's a few capacitors. There's several diodes. There's not a whole lot of stuff on here. Might have been one transistor. So with the exception of this chip, which I don't have, and I don't even know what it is. I might be able to order it. I might not be able to. With the exception of that, I can just replace everything on it. But I think if we clean it all up, look for some cold solder joints, which I saw a few, we should be good to go. So I'm going to call that for this episode. It's not very long. I think we're under 10 minutes, or right around there. But we got some action, and so that's a good sign. And there's hope for this guy yet. So stay tuned. On the next one, we're going to hopefully be playing it. And if not in the next one, definitely the following episode. All right. So these two right here are going to be ground and 5 volt. So what do we get here? Did I not turn the game on? I didn't turn the game on. I guess that would help. Hang on.
Here it is, a nice little trade. The person I traded got what they wanted, I got what I wanted, and a pretty good deal on it too.
Super hang on. Get what I want.
That comes later.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on fire.
Whoa.
Lots of smoke.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching.
When you take care of people, people take care of you in this community.
That's the truth.
So everyone, please remember that. Even if we're competitors, we're not enemies.